George's Story Time. Hello everybody, I'm George Buxton. Guess what? It's time for 3 frolicking tales. And today we're going to start on the Harry McClary A Bumper Collection, starting things off with the first book called Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy, and it's been created by Linley Dodd. Now, when you hear this sound, ruff ruff, that means that there will be a lot of dogs in the book because it's called Harry McClary. So, are you ready? Here's the first one for you to listen to. Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. Out of a gate and off for a walk went Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. A Hercules moors as big as a horse with Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. Bottomley pots covered in spots. Hercules moors as big as a horse and Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. Muffin McLay like a bundle of hay. Bottomley pots covered in spots. Hercules moors as big as a horse and Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. Bits and Maloney, all skinny and bony. Muffin McLay like a bundle of hay. Bottomley pots covered in spots. Hercules moors as big as a horse and Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. Schnitzel von Crumb with a very low tum. Bits of Maloney, all skinny and bony. Muffin McLay like a bundle of hay. Bottomley pots covered in spots. Hercules moors as big as a horse and Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. With tails in the air, they trotted on down past the shops and the park to the far end of town. They sniffed at the smells and they snooped at each door when suddenly, out of the shadows, they saw Scarface Claw, the toughest Tom in town. "Yow!" said Scarface Claw. Off with a yowl, a wail and a howl, a scatter of paws and a clatter of claws went Schnitzel von Crumb with a very low tum. Bits of Maloney, all skinny and bony. Muffin McLay like a bundle of hay. Bottomley pots covered in spots. Hercules moors as big as a horse and Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy straight back home to bed. And here's another tale from Harry McClary, and this is called Harry McClary's Bone. Right, here we are on the second one. Here we go. Down in the town, by the butcher shop door, sat Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy. Out of the door came Samuel Stowe.
"Right then, little doggy, here's the tastiest bone for you. Enjoy!"
He gave Harry McClary his tastiest bone. Then off up the street on scurrying feet, on his way to the dairy, went Harry McClary, and chasing them home with their eyes on the bone, went Hercules moors, Bottomley pots, Muffin McLay, Bits of Maloney, and Schnitzel von Crumb with a very low tum, hungrily sniffing and licking their chops. They followed him up past the school and the shops. They came to the cider selling Sutherland's sauce.
"It's Sutherland sauce, and it's a traditional recipe, and it's a sauce."
Through they all went, except Hercules moors. They came to a hedge under Waterloo Way. Under they went, except Muffin McLay. They came to a yard full of dinghies and yachts. Round they all went, except Bottomley pots. They came to a building site cluttered and stony. Over they went, except Bits of Maloney. They came to a wall by the house of Miss Plum. One of them jumped, but not Schnitzel von Crumb. So at last he was free to go home on his own, Harry McClary with all of his bone. Alright viewers, so that's 2 stories done, and we got the last one in the part of a bumper collection, and this is called Harry McClary Sit. Here we go. Something was happening down in the park. Such a yap could be heard, such a blusterous bark. A fidget of dogs lined up on the grass for the Kennel Club's special obedience class. Harry McClary felt breezily bad, jittery, skittery, mischievous, mad. Benita said, "Sit!" but he wouldn't obey. The other dogs sat, but he scampered away. Galloping here, galloping there, rollicking, frolicking everywhere.
"Down!"
called the leader. so Tangle did not, that off in a hurry, sped bottomly pots. Galloping here, galloping there, rollicking, frolicking everywhere. "You!" cried the leader, but skipping away to follow the others went Muffin McClary. Galloping here, galloping there, rollicking, frolicking everywhere.
"Stay!"
roared the leader, husky and hoarse, but out of his clutches slipped Hercules Morse, galloping here, galloping there, rollicking, frolicking everywhere.
"Come!"
howled the leader, but looking for fun were Bits of Benoni and Little Von Crumb, galloping here, galloping there, rollicking, frolicking everywhere.
"Wait!"
yelled the leader, but Capery free went Custard and Noodle and Barnacle Bee. No, not Barnacle Boy, obviously. Galloping here, galloping there, rollicking, frolicking everywhere. They raced round the fountain, they chased through the trees, they barged over gardens and scattered the leaves. They huddled past the shed and the bandstand beyond. They rushed through a hedge and went splat in the pond. And we hope you enjoyed our bumper collection of Harry McClary's tales. Now, don't forget, we could look out for some more Harry McClary adventures like Harry McClary's Hat Tricks, Scattercat, Harry McClary and Zachary Quack, Harry McClary's Caterwall Caper, Harry McClary's Rumpus at the Theft, Harry McClary's Show Business. Oh, and of course, we've had 3 stories so far. Harry McClary from Douglas's Dairy, the original, Bone, and Sit. Well, viewers, that's pretty much all the stories there is done. So I'm going to say goodbye now, viewers, and I will see you again soon in the next story. Bye-bye for now.